Hey, it's KG.codes here, and what I want to talk to you about today is building better habits as a software developer. And this is something I've been constantly working on the past couple months. I picked up a book by James Clear called Atomic Habits, which is like really good, even when it comes to software development and being a software developer. And I've not done reading it yet. I'm in the middle of it, so don't crucify me for that. But even so far, I've learned like two main things that I've already implemented into my workflow as a software developer to build better habits that will help me become a better developer. The first thing I learned, number one, is reducing the friction in your environment to build better habits to improve your skills, improve yourself as a software developer. And what I mean by that is removing the things that prevent you from getting the habits you need to get better. So for instance, if you want to improve your algorithms, data structures and algorithms, and you want to start doing encoding challenges, you need to do those daily or at least some routine. Maybe it's not daily, maybe it's every 3 days or something like that. And if you know you have a problem getting out of the bed, you usually do it at night, you have a problem of going to the bed and laying there and not getting up to your computer and doing the problems, then either move your computer to the bed or move your bed to the computer so that you're near it, or do it in your, get an iPad or have a laptop and do it in the bed, reducing the points of friction that kind of mentally block you from getting the habits you need to do something better. And if you know you want to improve every day, making sure that you set yourself up, set a schedule up, even set alerts on your phone. Just do things that will reduce friction in your environment that will help you to keep on track with your habits. Another thing that I do is I write down notes every day that I work on something. For the next day, I make notes for what I'm going to do the next day in a project so that I reduce the friction of like, man, what am I going to do when I sit down today? Like, what am I going to do when I go on next? And then it just gives you this mental block, and then you look at your phone and then you're doing other stuff. You just block from even starting because you're like, man, what should I do next? What's the best next thing to do? And that kind of messes you up. So remove that friction there by like planning it out the next day while your mind's still active and running and still in a train. And then you can just kind of the next day pick it up and get started back in that train again really fast. That was one thing that really helped me just improve as a software developer. A good habit that I started that allows me to keep moving, keep learning, keep growing, keep building upon my projects, and keep learning new things. The second thing from this Atomic Habits book that I've already picked up and started using to become a better software developer is breaking down the large goals that I have and taking those away and focusing more on improving 1% every day. That's directly what the book says. By doing that, like, I'm not focused on these large goals that I can't track well or that don't give me short-term satisfaction. It's all just a long game, just waiting to get done with this goal. Whereas really, if I focus more on just becoming a better dev day by day, it's easier. You get daily satisfaction from everything you do every day, and you're just improving by 1% every day. So over the course of a week, you theoretically improve 7%, 2 weeks 14%, and in a month you got 28%. My math, I hope it's straight there. But you get what I mean there. Like, and how I enact that with becoming a software developer is I built a habit where every day I try to learn something. So I make sure that whether it's a new algorithm or a new data structure or do a coding problem or learn some new tech or learn something new about React, learn some new CI/CD thing, learn GitHub Actions, implement something in a project, make an update to a project, just one update. And I try, the one habit I built around this is a never miss twice policy. One thing I implemented around this is a never miss twice policy. So even if I miss a day, I try to make sure I don't miss 2 days in a row. And even if I have 5 minutes or 10 minutes to come up to upstairs to my office and do one thing to better myself and better my knowledge, better my skill as a software developer, I make that a habit to, even if I only got 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, If I only got 5 minutes, come do a coding challenge. If I only have 30 minutes, maybe come update one of my pages on one of my projects. Maybe come read an article, learn something. Every day I'm constantly improving by 1%. And it seems little, but what happens is when you have these large goals, you don't even come and try to do anything because you're like, oh, I don't have enough time to do anything substantial, so I'm not doing nothing at all. And then you wait 3 weeks before you do anything when you could have just done one by one for those 3 weeks and you'd be, 21% better than you were the day before. So each day is all about just becoming a better software developer than I was the day before. And this is really what helped me with building these better habits. And it's all about habits and consistency. It's not about trying to be the smartest or trying to put the most work in. You want to reduce the work. You want to make it easier for you to remove distractions, remove friction in your environment that helps you to build the habits you need to become a better software developer or a better person in general. Become the person that you want to be. If you're just learning to code and you want to be a front-end developer, a professional developer, then start working on it every day, because if you get a job, that's what you're going to be doing. Start committing code to source control. Learn what GitHub is. Learn how to commit code and how a developer works in that job. And as you do that, then you'll start to develop the skills, see the problems that you want to see by building that habit day by day. So I hope that helps somebody. It definitely helped me, this book. I recommend the book by James Clear called Atomic Habits. Lots of people read it for a lot of different things, but I want to put it in perspective of a software developer and how I'm currently using it. And maybe that can help somebody out there that's either learning or that just wants to get better. Like, I think for me, I've been in the industry for over 8 years and been programming even longer than that. And it's just so much to learn. It's a never stopping industry for learning. And I just want to keep getting better and keep, improving myself. There's always something else to learn. There's always some improvements I can make. So, good luck with that, and see you in the next video.